And welcome to the castle, everybody. This is Nightsaber Z42. And today I'm going to focus a little bit on the vehicle page under the player character sheet. So under the vehicle sheet, you have three options. You have the Starship, Planetary, or Beast. Now, if you're using a speeder type vehicle, you're going to be using Planetary. If you're using a Starship that can go out into space, that will probably be rolling piloting space, then you're probably going to be using a Starship. Or if you have a Beast that you're running around with, that's going to be under Beast. So the Starship and Planetary are very similar. The only thing that really changes, the Planetary, it does have a maximum altitude. So if I am doing a Cloud Car Storm 4, and it's by Bespin Motors, as we all know, because we're all Star Wars geeks. The hard points is going to be 2. The sensor range is short. The maximum altitude is going to be 100 kilometers. And the crew is going to be 1 pilot and 1 co-pilot, because it's a 2-seater speeder. If you don't know, actually... Oh, is it not going to be here? Oh, my library. There we go. A cloud car is one of those. So they're mainly used on Bespin and specifically kind of Cloud City. They're actually classified as speeders, and there's a pilot and a co-pilot or a gunner inside of the seat. So that's kind of what we're adding. It's going to have a silhouette 2, speed of 3, handling 2, no defenses. So if you have any shields in the front, it's going to be the 4. The aft is the back, starboard right, port side left. System strain will be 7. Hull trauma is 5. So same kind of deal as with the players. You have strain and you also have wounds. Vehicles have the same thing. It's just called hull trauma and system strain. So I'm sure you guys know all about the rules for that in the Edge of the Empire book. And it is 30,000 credits. There we go. So, okay. So let's say I have Astra Bacagra over here is going to be piloting this ship. So first off, let me give him some points in Planetary. There we go. And some gunnery stuff. So that's going to be right here. We'll give him just 1 point in gunnery. And that's going to be important. That way we actually know what's happening in our rolls. So, okay. So I can add crew. So let's say Astra Bacagra is the pilot. If he's going to be rolling a lot of dice, he's probably going to be rolling piloting Planetary to kind of maintain control over that vehicle. So if I roll on that, it'll actually go ahead and roll that specific skill. So there you go. Just make sure that you have any gosh, what are they called? Oh, my spacing out. Any of the purple dice as well, or purple dice linked up there. Gosh, don't email me, please. Or you could do that here, put 2p, and that'll do the same thing. And he'll, of course, have a co-pilot. The weapons, so it does have a forward mounted light blaster cannon is what it's called. And it's only got an arc of forward, and it's got a crit of 3 and a damage of 3, I think. And it is close range, and it does use the gunnery skill and the NPC roll. I'll talk about that in the GM specific video. But this is important. Your character name needs to be exactly as it is written. If you're going to be rolling from this specific dice pool here, make sure that your character's name actually matches its actual character name. Because if it isn't, and I try to click on the dice, can't find character, please update character or NPC name field to match sheet character name and try again. Boom, now it works. Sometimes it will be exactly the same and it'll still give you this message. I would just delete and write it again, and it should update it. That's all that I can say. That's what's worked for me, at least. So I misspelled forward, I realize. And so it'll tell you how much damage, how many advantages you need for critical, the range, inequalities, and actually this has linked 1. It's special. There we go. For some reason, the qualities is different than special. Yeah, that's kind of confusing to me. But anyways, there's that. So I can add purple either through the dice pool right here or in your dice pool, at the top. So there you go. If I have any attachments to this, I can list that here. Attachments do cost hard points, so make sure that you're within the rules for that, especially if you're using the cloud car. Or if you have cargo or any passengers, you could list that there. So the same thing for the Starship. The only thing that's different is the sensors, you actually have a listing. There is no altitude maximum. You do get things like the hyperdrive primary class, as well as the backup. You also have access to a navicomputer, any consumables. So like most of the time it's 1 day or like 1 month, depending on the silhouette of your Starship. Hyperdrive is obviously used for going into hyperspace, and you get the same type of deals with the crew roles, as well as the weapons, the attachment, the cargo, and the passengers. It's the same thing basically. Since you're riding in a Starship, you're most likely going to have like some sort of defense, whether it's the fore or the aft. The larger the silhouette, the more shields you get. I know that smaller craft usually only have a shield of the 4, usually 1. The bigger you go, you'll get some aft shields as well. So the beast I have not really explored all too much of, but it works basically just like as a creature. It's going to have wound and strain, as well as a soak, and then just any details that you go, as well as its characteristics, any of the skills that it can roll for, as well as any abilities or any attacks, like if it has claws and whatnot. So there you go. That's pretty much all there is for the vehicle sheet. As a GM, what I would do, so like, for example, yesterday in my game, one of my characters actually got a headhunter. Since she probably didn't have the book or could look it up quickly, I went ahead and filled that out for her, because as a GM, you have access to everybody's character sheet and everything. So I would kind of always take that liberty and do that for them. And then if they have the weapons here, or I would just put the weapons there and let them put their name in there for whoever is going to be taking control of that weapon in any given situation. So if your vehicle suffers any critical hits, it's going to be the same thing as on your character sheet. You just click roll critical and it will tell you what happens. You can either click repair to get rid of it, or if you have another critical injury, it will stack and it will also add that 10 extra for each critical injury still persistent. So pretty much the same thing as the character sheet. There's nothing really difficult to it, so definitely play around with that. And that's actually it for this video. It's pretty short. I'm not really going to go into the group sheet. That's all self-explanatory. The only thing is you have 3 different options, as well as the companion sheet, because that is also self-explanatory. It's just like having an NPC partner basically that you get to hang around with. So in the next video, I will go over GM specific things, how to set up adversaries and NPCs. So if you're a GM, that is going to be a big part of this series. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and leave a comment in this video or give it a big thumbs up to help support this video, and I will see you in the next video. How many times can I say the word video in the outro? See ya.